Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me a moment. Let me tell you who I am and what I do. My name's Mike, and I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that here on this channel. And guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I hit 500 subs the other day, and we're well on our way up to the next mark. We're on our way to 600, guys. So, continue to support me as I continue to grow. I really appreciate y'all. Um, Today we're going to be doing a flower review from the Delta Connect. But real quick, before we go into the review, I just want to reiterate to everybody what it is that I do here on my channel. And what I review on my channel here is federally legal THCA hemp flower. THCA, guys, was made federally legal with the 2018 Farm Bill. And if you aren't sure what THCA is, THCA is naturally occurring on all hemp plants everywhere, and it stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And THCA, in and of itself, it's not psychoactive, guys. It's not going to give you any elevated effects if you were to just go out and eat a hemp plant or something like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And I know that sounds like a fancy word, guys, and it's something special, but realistically speaking, it is the same process we put this stuff under for since forever. Um, Decarboxylation, guys, is just a fancy word for applying heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, the heat of the sun, it's just a hot day outside, or whether you apply some flame or some electronic heat, like I like to do. That decarboxylates that THCA molecule and it drops that A right off the end of that molecule chain. And it leaves you with good old fashioned THC. So, we're not putting it under any new processes. We're still applying flame. We're still applying heat, guys. For all intents and purposes, THCA is what your fathers, your grandfathers, and everybody else has ever spoken about THC. They were talking about the naturally occurring compound. And since 2018, since it was made federally legal with the Farm Bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to worry about going out at odd times of night and dealing with people that we're really not sure of, and that sort of thing, guys. Now, when you get your products, you're going to be getting one of these. You should be. This is just a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service. This is a declaration of what is inside of this package. It has all the applicable, you know, parts of the bill, the sections of the bill that list, why this is legal, what it is, and all that sort of thing. When you're done with your products, guys, hold on to these. These are very important. There's no sense in throwing them away. They don't take up a lot of space. And you never know. We might need these for some reason. Um, so just cover yourself. Keep these guys. So today we're going to be looking at, this is an interesting name, Candy Joker from the Delta Connect. And Candy Joker, I can't find that strain, but I can find a strain called Joker's Candy. So I'm going to assume that's what this is, and we're going to be having a look at it today. Now, the Delta Connect, they are out of Tennessee, I want to say. For how much longer they'll be out of Tennessee, I'm not sure. They might be moving, for all I know, due to upcoming regulations in the state of Tennessee. I will say on the nose, though, it smells very, very sweet. Very fruity smelling. There are the nugs. Not bad looking nugs. They got a little bit of snap to them, but they still got a little bit of stick too. They're wanting to hold on a little bit. Guys, I'm going to take a cut right here. I'm going to get you some shots of these, and I will be right back. I'll let you know what I think and try to figure out a little bit about this strain and see what I can find out about it. Alright, guys, I'm back, and I've got you some shots of this Candy Joker here. Candy Joker, I'm assuming it's Joker's Candy, guys, so we're going to go with that. Full disclosure, though, I have had this for a little bit over a month, and it is a little bit on the drier side for me. That is not the normal way I receive this. I've been sitting on this for quite a while, so Really wasn't sure what I was looking at, but the strain called Candy Joker. So yeah, I've been sitting on it. Now it is a little drier. That's not a bad thing for me. You know, I'm vaping, so a dry cure is really actually preferable for me. And looking at it, it looks like pretty healthy flower. It's got a nice nug structure. Got some interesting colors in there. And today we're going to be trying this with thermal twist as usual, and we're going to be using the Midnight Sky piece from the black box, from the weed box. Now, if you guys have been watching, you know I'm running a giveaway for this piece. So get on over to Instagram, follow me, follow the weed box, and then make a comment on my post on Instagram to be entered to win. And on the 8th, I am going to pick a winner, and we will be announcing that winner on the 9th. Alright. Pack a little in my bowl here. And give it a try, see what I think. Wow. Keep from knocking things over. There we go. Alright, right off the bat, got some really nice earthy gas. It's a bit sour, in a good way. It's a bit sour. And you do have some fruit there. But it's not real dominant fruit. I feel like the gas is the more dominant part of this. Tastes quite nice. Like I say, you do have that berry, a hint of berry, and then a lot of earthy gas, to it. I'm wondering if that's why it's called a Candy Joker or Joker's Candy. I wonder if it's kind of a joke. You know what I mean? It smells really fruity. Smells really sweet, and that when you hit it, you get just this punch of pungent, earthy gas. It's kind of like a joke, I guess. Looking on All Bud, this is a 70-30 indica dominant hybrid, and it's saying it's a cross of gummies and grape gasoline. And as I'm looking at gummies, that is a cross of peach rings and jet lotto, and grape gasoline is a cross of jet fuel gelato and grape pie. So there's a lot of gas in here with the jet fuel gelato and the jet lotto. You know, a lot of gas in the parentage of this strain. Really nice. I'm liking the flavor of it. It is creeping. It's more of a creeper. It is a 70-30 indica dominant. I'm not sure what the percentage on this particular strain is, but according to All Bud, this is a fairly high percentage strain, typically between 27 to 29% THC. So we're looking at the effects. You get your body high, euphoria, happy, relaxing, sleepy. That's your indica for you. May relieve chronic pain, depression, headaches, insomnia, migraine, stress. Yet again, that's your indica for you. It's one of the things I love about this plant is that it can help with such a variety of things that it's almost kind of silly to even list them, because it's you're like, duh, you know. um, but yeah, flavors are listed as berry, candy, citrus, fruity, grape, sour, sweet. Aromas are listed as citrus, diesel, earthy, fruity, grape, skunky, sour, spicy. On the flavors and the aromas, like I say, you do get a smell of the berry, and you get a slight hit of some berry, some kind of fruity berry to it. But the biggest thing I'm noticing here is that earthy gas, um, and it is a bit sour. It does have a bit of a sour turn to it. Um, it's really nice, though. I gotta say, you guys know me. I do prefer the gassier strains and stuff, and you know, this does still have a bit of that fruit in there, and it's kind of nice. It's toasting up a bit. Flavor's changing. It's the sour is really starting to come through a little more, believe it or not. It's really nice. It's sticking to the palate, but on the exhale, even though I'm the one vaping it, I can smell it really, really strongly on the exhale. It's that gassy nature to it. Mm, really nice, really nice. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm kind of surprised that it vapes as nicely as it does, as I've neglected getting to it for so long. Um, this these packs from Delta Connect, they do not come with any sort of a humidity booster or anything like that in there. So I sat on it a little while, let it get maybe a little drier than I normally would. But even still, the terps are there. Uh, it doesn't feel like me sitting on it for any amount of time has really affected the flavor or the nose or anything like that. So I'm really surprised and quite pleased with that. Um, Getting a good amount of vapor off of one bowl, which is also really, really nice. That's always a good thing. And I will say, because I let it sit for the length of time that I did, it's got a real nice, even toast. So that actually got a full extraction. Really nice. All right, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my little look at Candy Joker, or like I say, I'm assuming it's Joker's Candy from the Delta Connect. They're worth checking out. I've had a few of their things, and they've all been very tasty, very good on the nose. I haven't had anything I've been displeased with yet. Um, Probably a first time for everything, but I think that goes for all of us with anything we experience, right? And on that note, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about, you know, what we have as far as our expectations in life. We go through and, sometimes we get used to having something and it's always the same, it's always what we're used to having. And we're going to have those odd points in our lives, whether it's on a Thanksgiving, which is coming up, or at any other point, we're used to having just this one thing, just this one way. And like it or not, eventually things change. And we can't have things the way that we like to have them or the way that we're used to having them. Um, Most of us don't react well when we have that realization. Most of us fear change to some degree, myself included. We get comfortable with our routines, and when change comes around, it really disrupts things. But it doesn't have to. Sometimes the best thing we can do, guys, is embrace change and understand that we don't always get things the same way all the time, and that's okay, because when we experience change, we experience different things. That gives us an opportunity to practice our reactions and practice how we treat other people. We need to focus on not reacting so negatively when we don't get something our way. A lot of the times, some of the best things that we get are what we don't want, realistically speaking. Some of the greatest lessons I've learned in my life have been through things that at the time I reacted really negatively to, and I hated it. Things changed, and it sucked, quite honestly. But looking back on it, guys, that's what brought me to where I am now, and in front of you guys, making these videos for you guys. And as I make these videos, I'm always thinking about these things. Like, what can I do to really change my mindset? And that's what it's about, guys. So we don't have to be afraid of change. We don't have to react negatively if we get our Thanksgiving meal and it doesn't have the right stuffing. um, let's just take it in stride. Power through it, and learn from everything that we have in front of us, guys. The positives, the negatives. Let's just take it and learn from it, and move on in our lives, and treat people well. The less stress we have on ourselves, the less stress we create for ourselves, and the less stress that we hold on to, the less we project on other people. And when we're not so stressed, we don't bring stress upon others. So let's keep that in mind, guys. And I hope you're well, and I hope you're taking care of yourselves. And as usual, rambling aside, I want you all to stay lifted, and I want you to stay blessed. Peace.